Hey, what's up, DIYers? Mike Boards with the Mike Boards channel. Thank you for watching. Today we're talking quarter cow cooks, and in today's video, the full process on how we slow cook and oven bake our ribs. Let's get started. All right, DIYers, hey, the first thing I want to do is reference this Angus beef chart. And again, we're cooking ribs today. And if you take a look at the cow, right here, you can see rib, 9.5% of the cut. And if you follow that black line all the way up here, you can see the rib section. And DIYers, we have a video that we reference this entire beef chart as we share with you every single cut we ordered and received during our quarter cow purchase. So definitely check that out. That is scrolling above. We will also post that link down below in the comments and description. And in addition to that, we will have a video that shows all of the cuts of meat, thawed, cooked, and served on a plate so you can see the end result of how we cooked it. However, again, I just want to start off by showing you this beef chart and what portion of the cow and cut we are referencing as we cook our ribs today. Back to the stove and onto our 7 cuts of short ribs. They are thawing out right now, and that's all 7 of them. And we're excited about this. We are going to bake them in the oven, and we will show you that process. And to an update, it's been a couple hours, and I am going to remove all of the short ribs or the cuts from the plastic wrapping, and that is going to allow it to thaw a little bit faster and more efficiently. And making progress, all 7 cuts have been unpackaged or unwrapped and to a close-up view. The ingredients you use, how you prepare it, how you thaw your meats or cuts will be personal preference. This is just how we are doing it. And down below in the comments and description will be a couple options of barbecue sauce. One of my favorites is the Stubbs. However, we don't have the barbecue sauce in that brand. We are going to use Heinz today. And that is the marinade sauce. Again, Stubbs is one of my favorites, but we don't have it on hand. And we pulled the barbecue sauce out to allow it to get to room temp, and we may warm it prior to pouring it over the ribs. All right, at this point, the meat has thawed out, and I'm going to shift it over to the side. I'm going to bring in the pan or dish that I'm going to use. And when we transition the cuts from here into the dish, we want to ensure that the cuts themselves are placed in the position where the bone side is down and the fat side is up. In other words, the bone side is on the bottom and the fat side is on the top. And I'll start with this large one. And as you can see, bone side on the bottom, fat side on the top. And I'll just shift this right like that. And I may need to continue. Here is another cut, bone side on the bottom, fat side on the top, and continue this process. Bone side on the bottom, and keep them snug together. And from here, I'm going to salt and pepper it, but I'm going to position it back like that. Hands are washed, and salt and pepper. From here, we are going to preheat the oven to 275 degrees. And as that preheats, we are going to cover this and all 7 cuts with aluminum foil. And once the oven is preheated, we are going to put that entire dish inside the oven and bake it for 3.5 to 4 hours. Most say 4 hours is the sweet spot in terms of getting that meat to the point where it just falls off the bone and is very tender. However, as we all know, that will depend on your oven. We've all experienced not all ovens are the same. So again, preheating to 275 degrees and baking for 3.5 to 4 hours. We're probably going to do 4 hours. And it's important to know at this stage, do not pour any barbecue sauce on the ribs. That will come later. To a different camera angle, and there it is, preheated. And timer set, 4 hours. Well, while we wait, it snowed, and it is cold out there. Into a quick update, we are more than halfway, an hour and 33 minutes to go, and the smell coming out of the stove smells really good. All right, we are down to the last few seconds, and again, 4 hours. And there it is. I'm going to turn the timer off, as well as the oven, and I'm going to open up the oven and pull it out. Be very careful. DIYers, look at that. That looks very, very good. What I'm going to do next is bring an additional pan in. I'm going to transition each cut over to the pan and shave off the top layer of fat. And as always, just be careful. I'll go with the larger one first. Wow, look at that. And again, just shave off the top layer of fat. And I'm going to do my best not to scratch this pan. This is not a proper cutting board, but that's okay. There we go. Look at that. Looks good. You can see one bone already fell out. And from here, I'm going to drain that dish, not in the sink. You do not want any of that going down into the plumbing. And I'll clean some of the dish up just a little bit. And again, just be careful, it still might be hot. You don't need to get it all the way clean. I'm going to reuse this because we're going to broil it. And with that said, I am going to now select broil and bring the temperature all the way down to low, which in our case it's 300. And from here I'm going to move all of the cuts back to the dish. And I'm going to keep it where the bone side is down. And after this, I'm going to apply or pour some barbecue sauce on it. And again, DIYers, extremely important. Do not fast cook your short ribs in the oven. It's not smart, it's not possible. Just don't do it. And as far as this barbecue sauce, again, it has been out of the refrigerator for over 4 hours. And by making it room temp, it makes it so much easier and efficient to pour this on. And again, we are going to broil it. And one quick view. And a quick reposition of the camera. I'm going to use this tool basically to brush the barbecue all over. Top, bottom, in between, sides, everything. and really set that barbecue in all areas around the short ribs. And if you need more, use more. And again, how we're preparing our short ribs is how we want to. You want to do it differently. The cool part about purchasing your own quarter cow is you can do it however you want. And I might add some more barbecue sauce. Time to broil. And again, broil on low for 2 to 4 minutes. We'll probably do 3. It has now been about 3 to 4 minutes. I'm going to pull it out. Wow, that smells amazing. Turn the oven off, and all timers are off. And there it is, DIYers. That looks very good. It smells good. And from here, you can let it cool down for a little bit and enjoy the short ribs. DIYers, we hope this helps. Below the video, you will see that thumbs up icon. Click on that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely ring your YouTube bell. That would be very helpful to us. We'd really appreciate it. Thanks again for watching. And now to a close-up view or a top view. And DIYers, it smells good. It looks good. And that broil really helps. The finishing touch on your short ribs. It is time to eat. And that will look a lot more presentable on a nice clean plate with a salad or corn on the cob, green beans, several options to choose from. And there it is. And as you just saw, it is separating from the bone. And as I was picking this up and putting it on the plate, it is very loose from the bone.